Hey YouTube, what's up, what's up? This your boy Ray Mack. I want to say thank you guys for tuning in on this here video. I got something special for you. I'm hoping that you can give this a try. Today what we're going to do, y'all, we're going to do some honey lemon pepper baked glazed chicken. That's what we're going to do. We're going to bake it in the oven, and it's going to be a nice savory sweet flavor to this here chicken, and I'm definitely believing that you're going to love it. So right down here I got 2 whole chickens that I went and I already prepared. Now, not 2 whole chickens, but 1 chicken that I prepared, and I split it up in half. And as you can see right along up in here, I removed the rib bones from the breast, so I want to expose a lot of the meat. So when I do season this up, I want to make sure that the flavors can get inside of these here pieces of meat. All right, so what the first thing I want to do to this, I want to take some of this here seasoning, and only thing I'm going to season this particular meat up with is just some pepper and some salt. That's all I want to season it up with. So I'm just going to basically just give this a nice little hint of salt and pepper on both sides, and make sure these seasonings can stick to it. And I'm also going to toss in some salt. All right, that's all I want to do as far as it goes with just seasoning this meat directly. And I'm going to set my oven at 400 degrees, okay? 400 degrees is where I want it. So I'm going to flip this over. Let me grab something real quick. So I just want to flip this over so we can season the skin side of this here meat. All right. We're going to season it with salt and pepper, and as you can see, I'm putting about a good healthy dose of salt and pepper on this here chicken, because I do want to taste the flavors of the seasoning, but also enjoy the protein itself. And by adding this, the way that I'm doing it, you're gonna get a good sensation out of eating this here particular meat. Now, with our chicken seasoned up with just salt and pepper, what I want to do, I want to move this to the side, and I'm gonna go ahead and get a nice little glaze prepared for this. As a matter of fact, I got my oven already set at 400 degrees, so let me just slide this chicken in the oven real quick. So I'm just gonna slide it in the oven and let that go ahead and do its thing while I got the oven set at 400 degrees. But now what I want to do, I want to go ahead and take me a bowl, all right? And from here, I want to make a nice little glaze for you guys, all right? So let me get a knife so I can cut some of these lemons up. We're going to get some juice out of these lemons, and we're also going to zest them up as well. So just want to grab a quick little knife, but before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and take a little zester and just try to zest off some of this here zest from the lemon straight to the bowl. And this is going to give us a nice little flavor, lemon peppery flavor to our chicken as far as it goes with the glaze. And I don't want to go too far into that white pit of the lemon, because you'll get a little bitter taste, and I don't want that. So the zest of 1 lemon is just fine, okay? And I just want to take that same lemon and just squeeze it. I'm not going to be too concerned about the seeds. I'm not going to be too concerned about the seeds. Trust me. And if you want to catch the seeds while you're squeezing it, go ahead and do so. I know some of y'all out there saying, oh my God, he left the seeds in there. Just for some of you who have those thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Because with this, I'm not too concerned about the seeds, but just because you got some seed police out here, I'm gonna go ahead and do so, okay? All because we got the seed police. Now the next thing I'm going to do, since I got the seeds out, I want to go ahead and take some of this here honey and just squeeze it. So I'm going to leave the measurements for you guys for this here particular recipe. So if you want to try to make this and some of you need measurements, I'm going to leave some measurements for you. But myself, I don't use measurements, so I'm definitely just eyeballing this. So I want to take some Dijon mustard and give this a little hit of the Dijon, give it a nice little bold flavor. Should have removed the paper beforehand, but you know how we get at times, y'all. We get in a hurry and don't be thinking about it at times. So I just want to take some Dijon mustard, hit it with it, and then I want to take just a little touch of the olive oil. Same thing here. Should have had this thing already prepped up for you guys. Now I'm sitting here struggling just to remove the top. Ain't that something? Alright, so I got my olive oil ready and open and just want to give it a nice little touch. Look like we're going unedited. That's what it looked like. And now I want to take some onion, what's that, garlic powder. Give it a nice little hit of that garlic powder. And along with that, I want to take some onion powder. All right. Now I want to take some paprika. Okay. We're going to hit just a little bit of that. I'm going to leave the measurements for you guys in the show more section. And then I want to take some of this here Kinder's lemon pepper and put in it. So just want to take this glaze, mix it up real good, give it a nice mix. Make sure I get all that zest in there. And this is what we're going to rub on our chicken as it bakes, okay? We're going to rub this to our chicken as the chicken bake in the oven. All right. And I bet you this stuff smells good, y'all. And it does. It smells good. All right. So we're going to leave that to the side. So while our chicken is baking, and you go ahead and you can go and bake some of the glaze on it, and then once you bake some of that glaze and stuff on it, you want to cook it for at least around about a good 45 minutes to 50 minutes or whatever the case may be. Your chicken is definitely going to brown up. Once your chicken is brown and it's done at the internal temperature of 165 degrees, you can go ahead and start carving this chicken up, and then you can serve it with any type of side dish you like. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do while I'm cooking this, I'm definitely going to take you guys along with me just to see the basting process. But I'm also going to fix some string beans along with some red potatoes. I'm going to fix that for a side dish, and I'm also going to fix up some corn to go with this as well. All right, so whatever you do, don't go nowhere, because if you do, you're going to miss a good video. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. Okay, YouTube, so we're going to take our green beans, and we just want to go ahead and snap some of these ends off of these green beans, and then we're going to give them a thorough washing right up under the sink, okay? So that when we get ready to clean these, we got to make sure that we clean them up real good. Now, some people, what they do with these snap greens, they want to take the tip off, and then bust it down the middle. What I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to keep them whole. The only thing that you got to realize something is that when you do get these beans and you want to try to cook them and eat them, make sure that you ain't getting the stringy green beans. Because if you get those stringy green beans, the time you cook them and you get ready to eat them, you're going to find yourself, you know what I'm saying, having a difficult time swallowing those string beans because of that string that's on them things. So make sure that when you do get string beans and you're going to cook these things fresh, as I'm doing right now, you know what I'm saying, just make sure, man, that you're not using or cooking with the stringy string beans, because if you are cooking with the stringy string beans, you're going to have to take a little bit more to prep them babies to cook with. All right, that's just a good tip from Ray Mack. So let me go ahead and finish up these greens, and I'm gonna go and wash them up real good, and I'm gonna show y'all exactly what I'm gonna do to them as far as it goes. We're having a good old side dish to go with that that chicken that we got in the oven already. All right, so don't go nowhere. All right, so we got our string beans clean. The thing that I'm gonna do now, y'all, I got 10 of these red potatoes, and I got my string beans already put into a pot. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these red potatoes, and I just want to split them in half. That's all I want to do with the potatoes, just split them in half. Now, I probably end up being the only one that's going to basically eat these string beans, so I'm just going to fix up just enough of these potatoes that'll probably end up filling my belly or whatever the case may be. It won't surprise me none if somebody be like, hey, let me get some of them greens. But that's all I'm doing. So that's how we want to do our potatoes, just basically split them in half, and then we want to take our pot and just basically toss these right on inside the pot, and that'll be enough potatoes. Like I said, that's 10 red potatoes. So the other thing I want to do, I got an onion, okay? This is a half an onion that I'm about to chop up. All right, so I sliced the onion up in half and basically peeled the onion paper back. And how I do mine to get a nice chop, I give it about 3 slices on the side, and then I just come around in an angle and just go straight down the onions, and then once that's done, I just go ahead and start chopping these babies up. This is about the best way for me to do it without, you know, losing my mind or whatever the case may be. But whatever you do, make sure you got yourself a sharp knife, and don't, by all means, cut yourself. The last thing you want to do is cut yourself and you got blood running all over the place. Ain't nobody want to eat your food then. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you be extremely careful with it as well if you got you a sharp knife. Alright? So I just want to take these, like I say, this onion, and give it a nice chop. And this is a half a white onion. And with that, I'm going to bring my pot and then just go ahead and incorporate these onions to the pot. This is going to give us a balanced flavor to our greens. Alright, so now I have regular garlic that I could go ahead and chop up or whatever the case may be. But if you like me and you ain't got time for all of that, you can just go ahead and get you some minced garlic. There's nothing wrong with using the minced garlic. It's all the same, in my opinion. But I do know that the fresh garlic will give you a balanced flavor. So the only thing I want to do is take some of this jarred garlic and just put in about a tablespoon. That's all I want to do. That's enough. It saved me a lot of time, y'all. I'm just getting to that point. It saved me a lot of time. All right. So now what we're going to do, let me move some of this off my board over here all the way. And I got me some meat that I want to put in this. Now, what I'm going to use for my choice is going to be this here ham hock. Okay, it's a country ham hock. It's already cooked, it's already smoked, and it's already prepared to go as far as it goes with that. Now, you could use smoked turkey meat to put in your string beans, because nowadays we're getting to where people are basically trying to, I guess, do the right thing. They don't want to eat pork anymore. So if you choose to put turkey meat inside your greens or whatever, it won't hurt. I remember back in the days with grandma and them, they used to put that fatback grease and stuff like that all up in it, man. And I mean, that took the flavors to a whole nother world, you know what I'm saying? But now we're just dealing with times where people just don't want to eat pork no more. But at this particular point in time, I'm throwing pork in my string beans, y'all, in my green beans. Yes, I am. So I'm going to take this ham hock, all right, and the only thing I want to do, there's a lot going on with this. The skin is going to give you flavor. You understand what I'm saying? And you got a whole healthy of meat here plus that bone. So you could throw it in just like it is, but what I want to do is I just want to cut it like so so I get to extract as much flavor as I can out of this ham hock. And then from there, I'm gonna toss it right on in. All right. And last but not least, let me move this cupboard. So we got our green beans in the pot, and they're ready to go. And these green beans is looking somewhat kind of good, y'all. No lie, and it's smelling good already. I want to take some chicken broth, and I took some chicken flavoring and added it to it, and just pour that right on top. Okay. If I need more water or something like that, I'm definitely going to add more water to it. And then I'm going to add at least about a half a stick of butter. That's it. And I'm going to put it on the stove. And then from there, I'll season it up later and see what kind of flavor we getting before I start adding seasonings. So let me go ahead and add this to the stove. And don't you go nowhere, because Ray Mack is cooking up something good for you in the kitchen. Don't go nowhere. YouTube, this is it, y'all. Let's go ahead and start cutting into this here chicken. I want y'all to actually see exactly how this chicken turned out. It smells so good up in here. We're gonna go ahead and fix us up a plate. So as you can see, we got the bird looking all juicy, delicious. The glaze on it did its job. It browned up that chicken while it was in the oven, you know what I'm saying? So this is definitely something that you could cook in the house, and it looked like you probably cooked it outside. So with this part, I want to take this leg quarter off, and I'm going to move the breast part to the side. And I want to cut into this here leg quarter, because this leg quarter is the darkest piece of the chicken. And this pretty much supposed to take the longest time to cook. But I just want to cut into this meat so you guys can take a glimpse at how well and juicy this recipe held down. As you can see, there's the bone. And right there's the flesh of the meat. Again, that's the bone. And that's the flesh of the meat. And this chicken turned out perfect. And that's a good cut off of this here chicken, y'all. I'm telling you, it's a good cut. I kind of enjoyed it. So I'm going to go ahead and fix up a plate while we're here. And if you guys can just check out this here recipe, I guarantee you'll love it. All right, so I got my plate here, and I want to go ahead and I'm just going to take the pieces that I cut up and put it right here on the plate. And with that, I got some of this juice on reserve that I want to put on that plate as well, so I can dip me some of my chicken up in that juice, you know what I'm saying? You know you got to have that juice, y'all. So with the veggies, so we got our potatoes and string beans. And I got a bowl that I want to go ahead and deck that in if you guys want to see how these string beans turned out. And I did add some salt, pepper, and some sugar to this, along with some onion powder and garlic powder. And basically that was it. I want to get some of this here meat to go in that as well. Hearty, hearty, hearty plate of string beans. That's gonna do me, y'all. And we got that. Now I want to go ahead and give me some of this here corn and put it right there. Take a nice little scoop of this corn. Put it right here on the side of that plate. And I mean, this corn is just, it's so good, y'all, and it tastes fantastic. Alright, now we can't do nothing else without a bib. We need a bib. You know what I'm saying? You got to have something to drink with this. You got to. So as you can see, we got our chicken. We got our juice to dip the chicken in. We got our corn. We got the string beans. I don't have cornbread, y'all, but I do have some peach lemonade. Some good old peach lemonade. And this is homemade peach lemonade, y'all. Y'all better give us a try. Stop playing in that kitchen. This is country eating at its best right here, coming out of Ray Mack's Kitchen and Grill house. All right, now, this is what we've been waiting on. This is what I've been waiting on. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I have been waiting on this, and I'm about to dig into this thing right about now. Okay, so we got our string beans with some of this country ham, that ham hock, and these potatoes. So I want to get a little bit of everything. Look at this. Look at this. Can y'all see that? Can you see that? This is what it's supposed to be about. Right here, y'all. This is what it's supposed to be about. That's all. That's a mouthful of goodness right there. I want to taste this corn. Say no more. Say no more. This right here, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this leg and I'm going to dip this leg right on up in there. And I'm going to take me a good old, nice old, whoo. You got that lemon pepper taste on it. That honey for the sweetness. Y'all, you need to give this a try for real. This is good. That's a good piece of chicken. Okay. I want to say thank y'all for checking out Ray Mack's Kitchen and Grill. If possible, y'all need to give this recipe a try. For real. The string beans was basically easy to put together. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to use pork products, you could definitely use turkey or whatever the case may be. This corn, this skillet cooked corn, if you really want to see that recipe, you know what to say. Ray, show me the corn recipe, and it's coming. But this chicken though, you got to give this chicken a try. Lord have mercy. You got to give this chicken a try, y'all. Trust me. You will not be disappointed. Falling off the bone, delicious. Alright. Love and not hate. Love somebody and hate nobody.